to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it with Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now Ryan on 2nd down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Tuesday. Go. 11. Gun. Gun. Fight. Gun. Ready, set.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 21 yards away. And the Falcons are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
And here now come the Falcons. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Gun, gun. 11. Base, base. Gun, gun. Left. Here we go.
On second down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Hey, let's go.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. Right? Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
21. Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Houston. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Gun. Left. Gun. Get up.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Let's go. Space. Hey, express. Hey, express. 24's the mic. Hey, gun.
On first down, Ryan. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here we go. Wait. 21. Gun. Wait. Gun. Get up. Hey, Tuesday. Ready? Go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, here's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Bryant's extra point up and good, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Butker able to put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So out come the Falcons now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Coleman now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Connects with Sanu right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
21. Get up. 11. Gun, gun, gun. Space. Look out.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. That goes for a gain of 31. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
20. Hey, right half.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Let's go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Look out. Get up. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bruce Irvin in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Mahomes to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now it's Mahomes again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They will run again with Coleman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Let's go.
They'll try again from the 36
22.
on 2nd and 10.
21. Get out. Wait. 11. 12.
Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ready. Hey. Right. Hey, gun. Let's go.
Now Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
21. 12.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Ryan now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Gun. Ready. Go. Hey, gun. Wait. Hey, gun.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Ace! Ace!
They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Ace! Ace! Go! Go! Go!
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Ace! Ace! Go! 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 Go!
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Go! Go! Go!
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Black 58 rail.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try to force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.